All right, mates, let's talk a little bit of early morning top water, okay? Obviously, when the rivers get really, really low and skinny, and we don't get a lot of rain here in our region, a lot of anglers shift to our reservoirs and our lakes, and one of the primary baits you can use in early mornings is top water, and I have two baits here. These baits are both from the same line, an X3. It's an X3 line and a little boy line from Willamette Weapon Lures in out west. And these things are really, really highly effective for you throughout the year, early in the morning when that sun first comes up. It is pretty much the most effective time in our area. It could be different, obviously, in other parts of the country where they can throw spooks and they can throw these baits throughout the year at different times of the day. I really like this one. This one actually is universal for me because I like it on the tidal Potomac as well as early morning on the lakes. It's just got a really, really great profile to it. Size, compact. I like the casting distance that this offers with like a P-line, Topwater, copolymer line. That line helps the buoyancy of the bait as well. And, you get these, you get the action of, the classic walking the dog kind of action to these baits. But you can still change the retrieves up a little bit. So this is the frog style. I'm not really sure what the actual name, but it's basically frog style. You can kind of see how that definitely looks like a lot of frogs throughout the region. And then also one of my favorites is the bluegill pattern. Okay, so the bluegill pattern is really perfect for your reservoirs and lakes where the forage is bluegill, crappie, sunfish, that kind of thing. Just really, really good. Really crazy. Now I have to change the hooks out on this one 2 times because what's really, really crazy is during your spawn, during that spawning time for bluegill, the water temperatures are a little bit warmer. This ends up in the mornings becomes really, really effective, at least on our reservoirs and lakes. This one hasn't been as effective for me on the rivers here, but again, it's mostly smaller rivers, and a lot of times that topwater bite can go away really quickly, but on lakes and reservoirs, this is really great. You can hear that thump, that one knock as well. So both of these two really effective. Frog, obviously, in any kind of presentation. This is also a pretty good effective bait for snakeheads. You will catch snakeheads with this bait in the tidal Potomac as well. They can't really lay off most topwater baits or anything mimicking like any kind of frog action when that bite is in. So just 2 baits to think about. You can check them out, Willamette Weapon Lures. And let me know what your feedback is in the comments on this style of bait. It's not something that I use a lot, but there are certain times in that morning when these things actually become really, really, really effective. So if you've got any other baits or any kind of like comments or questions about the spook style, super spook kind of style baits out there, I'd love to hear about if you got some others that you guys throw. All right, mates.